Both sides of my parents' family came from European heritage, where AFL was a foreign thing to them and foreign sport, and they'd never heard of it. So for me personally, I can relate to a lot of people that are new to the game of AFL, and I know in particular how good it is to meet friends and lead a really healthy lifestyle and have fun at the same time. And not only for boys especially now, but for girls coming through the system, there's a lot more teams and participation rates. So for me, I can definitely relate to some of them. The ideal situation, I guess, is just to participate in the game, and if whether that be as a supporter or a player of the game. And as I said before, there's a lot of people. A lot of players in the AFL with multicultural backgrounds, and that you don't have to play at AFL level. You can play at park footy, or as I said before, it's a great way to meet friends and to bring friends together. But at the same time, it's a great lifestyle to live, and hopefully in the future, participation rates, especially in Western Sydney, which is very close to my club, the amount of people that learn about the game and play the game will be a lot higher than it is today. So a little bit about my background. My father's side of the family is Italian, so he came from a place called Bavongi, which is right down the bottom of the shoe, as some people call it in Italy, near Calabria. So, and my mum's side of the family is from England. So both families came over around the 1950s and 60s, set up in Australia. And growing up, my mates were always playing AFL footy and cricket. And I was, always trying to follow them, and my dad encouraged me just to go with whatever. But you can imagine how hard it would be at times telling my grandparents, I had a head knock on the weekend, or I got a sore calf or shin or whatever it may be, and them yelling at me in Italian or anything, saying you shouldn't be playing that, you should be playing soccer or something like that. But for me, that's my bit about my background, and coming through the ranks. I played at Swan Districts Football Club in Perth, and was fortunate enough in 2011 to be selected with the #2 draft pick in the AFL to Greater Western Sydney, which is the latest club in the AFL and franchise. And this is my 3rd season now, and loving every bit, and very fortunate to be in the position I am today. Yeah, it's something very foreign, and a lot of people in general, once it's outside your comfort zone, it's very hard to attach to it, especially if none of your friends or family necessarily agree with it. But I was very fortunate that my parents gave me encouragement and let me go with the flow, I guess. And my friends were playing it at the time, and it may not necessarily be a friend, but someone you see on TV that you aspire to get you involved in AFL. But definitely the family and going against your comfort zone is definitely a way that you can get into AFL, and from there there's not many people that dislike the game or not enjoy it. I love getting to schools in the community in Western Sydney in particular, which is a big zone for the Giants, and for the AFL in particular. There's a high population, but for me in particular, speaking to kids in primary schools or junior clubs, or even men in senior clubs out west, definitely something very close to me. I remember when I was a kid and had players from the West Coast and Fremantle growing up in Perth coming to talk to me, and how much that gave me an insight into what an AFL player would do on a day-to-day basis, and then from that it stemmed a love for the game, and something that I really wanted to do when I grow up. So I think getting to in particular the kids from ages 9 to 15, that's definitely something very close to us. Look, I think there's some great initiatives from the AFL to bring more high participation rates into the game. I think AFL 9s is a great initiative. Growing the game and speaking about it in general is growing quickly, but maybe if I was in charge, maybe taking a game, having a chat to the AFL and taking a few more games overseas and playing for points in areas of the world where the people are foreign to the game of AFL. And I know it's Australia's game, but it's too good of a game to miss an opportunity to take it to the world.